Today is Monday, Parashat Balak. In the parasha of this week, Bil'am Rasha, every time that he wanted to say a curse, only blessings came out. One of the blessings that he gave Am Israel is Tovu, ohaleicha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Israel. How good are your tents, Yaakov, mishkenotecha Israel, your dwellings, Israel. One of the explanations is that he saw something amazing about the camp of Am Israel, that every tent's opening was not facing the opening of another tent. In other words, they were very careful not to impact on the privacy of the neighbors. Because if your tent's opening is facing the opening of another tent, you would know everything that's going on in your neighbor's tent. By having the openings facing in a way where you're not seeing what's happening in the other person's home, you protect the privacy of each person, and it's something that is a great quality that Am Israel had. But yet there is more explanations on this pasuk. It seems to be redundant. Yaakov and Israel as the same person. So Ma tovu ohaleicha Yaakov, how beautiful are your tents, Yaakov. Your dwellings, Israel. Yaakov and Israel is the same person, so it's repetitious. And another thing also, ohaleicha, your tents, your dwellings. It would seem to be the same. But there is more to it. Yaakov and Israel is the same person, but Yaakov represents the material aspect of the Jewish people. Israel represents the spiritual aspect. Ohaleicha Yaakov, your tents, Yaakov. Ohel is a temporary dwelling. It's just a tent. Mishkenotecha, Mishkan, a dwelling, has to be something that is more permanent, that is more important, that is a structure, not just a tent. So within this pasuk, there is a hint as to what would be the important thing, the ikar, and what would be the tafel, the secondary, something that is just temporary. Ohel is Yaakov. Yes, we do have to work in this world. We have to be involved in the material world. But Israel, which is spiritual, is mishkenotecha. That's the ikar. That's the main thing in a person's life. So even if a person works 8 hours a day and dedicates 1 hour or half an hour to learning Torah that day, that half hour, that hour that he spent learning Torah, that is the main thing about his day. That is more the purpose of the day. The work and being involved in the workaday world and in the material world is necessary. Like we say, en kemach en Torah. If there is no sustenance, there is no Torah. You need to be able to support yourself, to work, to be involved in the affairs of the world, of the material world. But at the same time, realize that's only ohel, that's only temporary, that's only secondary, because the true Mishkan is the Israel aspect, is the spiritual aspect. So may we be all zocheh, be'ezat Hashem, to always strengthen that spiritual aspect in our lives, to give it the importance. You work, yes, you have to work, but that hour, that half hour that you dedicated to learn Torah, that's Mishkenotecha Israel. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.